view of
Watch his hands.
crew on the vehicle at this moment, which is really cool.
What the
What's up, guys？ 我是大金，欢迎来到我的频道。那在这里呢，我们会一起来看一些那些在 TikTok 上面比较奇异的、比较让人脑洞全开的这些爆红的影片哦。如果说你是喜欢泛科学、科技新知，或者是那些离奇的影片内容的话，那你就会喜欢这个系列哦。那在开始之前呢，请帮助我订阅、按个赞，非常感谢。那我们话不多说，赶快开始吧 ，Let's go！All right.
We have breaking news. This is being reported over several states by hundreds of witnesses, and that is these mysterious fireballs coming down in our sky today, Thursday, June 26, 2025. And we are talking hundreds of people coming forward and showing videos of what appears to be fireballs. Now, meteorologists have not been able to identify what these are, if they're meteors or if it's something else, but it has people worried. Take a look at this video, comment below, tell me what you think.
好像就是一般的陨石，不过陨石好像在光天化日之下的陨石好像比较不寻常哦。哇，好明显哦！直直掉下来的陨石，蛮奇
Remember
怪
those
的。
fireballs that were shooting across the southeastern skies of the United States? Well, somebody has one of those meteorites that landed in his driveway. His name is M.D. Murphy out of Williamston, South Carolina. And this is a meteorite. He says it glows and it's cold to touch. And he was actually hesitant about posting these videos. He's kind of worried about his security. And it makes you wonder what this thing is made of. Take a look at this, comment below, tell me what you think.
The hole is about 2 foot in diameter.
Ooh.
And that's the hole in my driveway. All right. That meteor flew over today, Williamston, South Carolina. And this is what I
蓝
found.
色的，是蓝宝石吗？这么大颗吗？蓝水晶，
It's got a glow to it.
它是不是发大财
It's
了？
cold to the touch.
What the fuck?
是这是什么？好像是无人机的样子，是不是无人机的感觉？飘慢慢的漂浮，是不是无人机？
Am I losing my goddamn mind? What the fuck is that?
哎，那是一个小天灯吗？这感觉好像烧起来，是不是？烧起来了，变色了。哎，又没有，是反光吗？天灯吗？无人机吗？
What the fuck?
哎，这个形状，哎，这个形状好像哪里看过哎，然后这个形状好像哪里看过哎，另外一个影片里面好像有，给大家看， 我看到另外一个影片，好像有类似的。
Fish UFO. It was a video taken by the U.S. military intelligence in Iraq. They were tracking this thing, and they could only see it with a thermal camera. But this drone that was tracking it, they have the capability of locking in on a tire of a car from 27 miles away. But this giant thing that was floating, they said they literally couldn't lock onto it.
Oh, wow.
But it kept on going like white, black, like it was getting hot, then cold. And then he said it went out over the water, dove into the water.
Oh my gosh.
Was under the water for 17 minutes, then shot off in the blink of an eye at a 45-degree angle. They said that they had these hanging arms. It looked to have scales, but then something appeared in California that looked super similar.
Identical.
Jeez, man. What is that?
Does that not look like 6 wings, 2 of which cover the feet?
Dude, it does.
I'm in debilitating fear right now.
This is a breakthrough in the future of computing. That pink liquid, it's full of living human brain cells. And here's the crazy part. Scientists are combining those brain cells with traditional silicon to build computers that are alive. It's pretty wild. Now, this is a brand new industry of technology called biocomputing. These are real human neurons that can actually think and learn for themselves. Now, if you're like me, you're probably wondering one thing. Why are they doing this? It feels a bit much to be growing human brains just to put them into computers. Well, listen to this. It turns out human brain cells have extremely rare abilities to process things without being trained. Normal computers have to be taught to solve problems. It's why AI models take so much energy and training data to build. But as soon as you add brain cells to a computer chip, they don't really need as much training. They kind of start figuring out what to do on their own, just like a human would. Now, because of this, these biocomputers are super efficient. A regular supercomputer might use 40 million watts of power to solve a complex task. The human brain can do it in just 20. That's 2 million times more efficient. And this means these biocomputers could become the secret weapon to solving humanity's hardest computational challenges. But there is just one massive problem. Brain cells tend to die when their temperature deviates from 98.6 degrees, and computers generate a ton of heat. So we have this wild situation where living computers could be the solve for everything, but it's almost impossible to keep the brain part alive. Today, companies like Cortical Labs are selling these biocomputers for $35,000. But over time, scientists are gonna figure out how to get them more stable and accessible. It's wild to say, but I think soon we're gonna have living computers that
所以
literally
就是
think
想象，
like
比如
humans.
说他们在卖就是35000块钱的这个电脑，但是你就看到那个盒子里面，你就感觉这个是人脑组织，而且它很聪明，很省电，学习很快，不知道觉得哪里怪怪的。
Scientists just pulled off something pretty remarkable. For the first time, scientists have figured out how to turn plastic waste into Tylenol using bacteria, aka acetaminophen or paracetamol for my friends across the pond. Here's why this is big news. Besides the obvious, most people don't realize that Tylenol starts its journey as petroleum. The production chain goes petroleum, benzene, phenol, and then acetaminophen. It's one of those things that hides in plain sight. We take these pills without even thinking about their fossil fuel origins. And here's something else that might surprise you. The pharmaceutical industry has a massive carbon footprint. We're talking 55% higher emissions than the car industry. Some of the most important and widely used medications we rely on, many use petrochemicals as their starting material. This is probably the least talked about topic in sustainability. If you want me to do a deeper dive on this topic, let me know below. So what did these researchers at the University of Edinburgh actually do? They essentially turned E. coli into these tiny pharmaceutical factories. The tweaked E. coli turned 92% of plastic waste into acetaminophen within 48 hours through a natural fermentation process. It's like the bacteria are brewing medicine instead of beer. The really clever part is how they did this. The team triggered something called the Lawson rearrangement, a chemical reaction that transforms certain molecules into drug compounds. The reaction typically happens naturally in labs, but they managed to make it work inside living bacteria, using only the microbes' built-in machinery. No complex catalysts were needed. E. coli already has the phosphate needed to kick off this reaction, so the researchers just had to engineer the right biological pathway. They provided the bacteria with essentially an IKEA instruction manual that guided the bacteria's natural processes to build them exactly what they want. As I said, reliance on fossil fuels in the pharmaceutical industry is a major problem, but that is why this approach is so incredible. These miniature factories not only operate at room temperature, they produce virtually zero carbon emissions. Instead of releasing carbon as waste, the bacteria pull it to work and turn it into medicine. Now, before anyone gets too excited about bio-Tylenol hitting pharmacy shelves, this is still
early stage research. We need to remind ourselves that this is a completely novel way of producing a medication and thus needs to go through rigorous clinical testing and FDA approval. But it's a glimpse into how we might manufacture medicines in the future using biology instead of fossil fuels. What's even more interesting is that the researchers state that it's highly likely that most other microbes can also perform these types of transmutations, which opens up a whole new method of using bacteria as these tiny drug developers. This is just the start of biological and sustainable drug development that we're just beginning to explore.
我觉得他们没有提到的就是，我觉得现在就是包括医学的进步什么的，我觉得多多少少都跟 AI 有关系，因为 AI 已经帮我们找到了多少个不同的蛋白质，所以指日可待，赞哦赞哦。Ooh, wow, pretty.
Isn't that weird?
Wow, 这个冰雹的颜色还真酷。
Do y'all see the crazy shit that's taking place in Lake Tahoe as we speak? First and foremost, let's start off with the fact that this is the end of June and we are in the beginning of summer. The DoorDash CEO and friends were on a boat partying for a friend's birthday party. Mind you, Lake Tahoe, maybe 80 degrees or something, maybe more. On that boat partying, that boat capsizes. 8 people that were on that boat lost their life. Mind you, these people were on the boat enjoying themselves. And out of nowhere, the weather just switched. Strong winds, pushing boats from side to side. Shit was getting crazy. And if you want to see this at that search bar, you would definitely be able to see it. But shit was out of order. But this is where shit gets even worse. Again, we are in June, the beginning of summer. I need you to go on the map and look at where Lake Tahoe is. After you go on that map and look at where Lake Tahoe is, I need you to understand that right now in Lake Tahoe, it is a snowstorm. There are people posting that it is snowing now in Lake Tahoe. They had so many different weather changes just in a short amount of time. Unexplainable weather changes that weren't detected. And what's even crazier with the DoorDash CEO losing his life, if you look at it, it's random, but it really doesn't seem random at all. Look at all the shit that was going on with Uber. And then boom, the DoorDash CEO has a freak accident.
DoorDash 其实是美国基本上现在目前美国最大家的就是 food delivery， 就像是那个 Food Panda 一样。所以这里面有一些小阴谋论哦。Oh my gosh, stop hiring humans. The era of AI employee is here. 这简直这跟之前我们玩的那个底特律仿生人一模一样。Get yours today. 真的，如果未来是这样的话，我真的会花钱买一个 Android， 真的太好用。
What if those crazy healers you see online aren't crazy at all, and they were just ahead of their time? So here's the latest science behind the mystical world of energy healing, and how that can change our understanding of health forever. A recent study looked into the measurable science behind energy healing. This includes Reiki, Qigong, therapeutic touch, laying of the hands, and more. Because for over 1,000 years, many ancient cultures have taught that the human body isn't just mechanical, it's also influenced by light, magneticism, and coherence. And one of the conceptual bases for this is called biophoton emissions, where past studies have shown that living organisms emit this very faint light that is a signal for metabolic processes, where this light fades away as the organism dies. So although not proven just yet, this adds to the testimonials for hundreds of years of how these energy healers are able to help people.
Las Vegas. We are on Tropicana.
What?
In front of the Walmart. Every last one of the light poles, the electricity poles are down. This goes for miles.
看起来像是折断。
We ain't got no power. I don't know what the hell is going on. This goes for miles, y'all. Look at the cords on the
Wow.
It goes all the way
哇，
down.
包括铁的这个电线杆也被折断了。
What the hell?
哇，是什么大风吗？
What the hell? All of these are down, y'all.
There is a deep underground military bunker that was built in the 1950s under Secret Mountain. That's what it's called. It's the hilarious thing. It's somebody's secret joke. It's called Secret Mountain. Near Sedona. What we're talking about is the Bradshaw Ranch.
Yes.
And there's allegedly a portal in the Bradshaw Ranch that was seen by the former owner of the ranch, Linda Bradshaw. And the other thing we noticed when we were there, and this was picked up by my friend Paul, who's an Australian ground-penetrating radar operator. He heard a humming. And he kicks a bush aside, and there's this gigantic three-phase power box with a cable definitely going into the ground. There's massive amounts of electrical power going into the ground under Bradshaw Ranch. And he did a ground-penetrating radar check on the road around Bradshaw Ranch, and we found a 50-foot wide reinforced steel concrete, highly visible on ground-penetrating radar, literally just under the ground.
Wow.
I mean, I'm in no doubt whatsoever it's there. Go up from Phoenix and have a look at what I saw in Sedona, and you will find a deep underground military facility that is highly protected, has hydraulically operated doors in the side of mountainsides, and is secretly operating what I suspect
最危
is
险的地
non-human
方就是最
technology.
安全的地方 Secret Mountain。 如果说你跟大家讲说我在 Secret Mountain 看到了 UFO， 一定被大家笑死。秘密山。
We'll have Nico,
All right.
separation,
So here's your speed.
engine ignition.
All right, 4,000 kilometers an hour, right? Kilometers, you see that. Now, guys, you tell me this, all right? You see how fast they're going. Now watch his hands. Watch his hands.
We've got a live view of
Watch
the
his hands.
crew on the vehicle at this moment, which is really cool.
How are you going to move your hands like that at 5,700 kilometers an hour?
5897公里每小时。对啊，奇怪了。我记得以前小时候，人家就讲说，如果说要去上太空的话，要冲过大气层的话，一定会有一个就是那个重力的压力。我觉得现在怎么都好像 OK 没问题，都没有听到他们说穿过大气层那刹那的重力的不适感是什么？怎么搞的？
Maybe we can cook up something like a hip-hop cipher or something like that. But
right now?
Yeah.
Is anyone else going to get on this mic if we pass it around?
Cipher?
Yeah?
I dunk it.
What is happening? All right, I got to lock in.
Here on the corner, kill the mic, call the coroner. Coming right back, I got more for ya. I don't wanna give just 4 for ya. We doing 8 and change, how about to make it rain? Magic like David Blaine. And now I'm feeling like the man in charge. You said my man's like his bike, I can handle bars. And I'm grateful that my dude hangs. About to bring the liquid swords in it like Wu-Tang.
I dunk the donuts, dipping the dip in the two. Hey, nah, actually, I'm a snack too. From the factory, if you want the chocolate, don't ask for me. Because I'm Nilla as the flavor. We can solve a caper. Nilla as the dipping that I'm putting in my wafer. 68 bars, now you're passing it off. Take it right now, dripping when the acid wears off.
Damn, we getting loose in this bitch. Young fuck, I brought the juice in this bitch. Get all of your gals straight seduced in this bitch. I'm about this shit, take a deuce on this bitch. Listen.
Now I came out on the street, I didn't come to impress. I was just trying to grab chicken from the Naya Express, and I found you.
You already know the flow's hot. It's real lines out here, bro. Shout out to the pro shop.
Baby, what's gonna say? Everybody does it, but no one knows how to play. If you just jump in, just jump in. If you want the mic when the club's bumping, so you kicking the ball.
Alright， 那这就我们今天的影片啦。如果喜欢看更多这一类的影片的话，不要忘记帮我订阅、按赞，非常感谢。我们下次见 ，Have a good one， 拜拜。
Getting on the joystick. No max skill, but she don't quit. Average score, but we still lit. Laughs and vibes, yeah, we're chillin'.